Well, one simple reality that comes into our life from the ancient to the modern times, the sages and saints, those who have really realized that unity, that harmony, that peace, that envelops everything in this universe. Those who felt the barriers of individuality, those who could transcend the egocentric barriers and move over to the boundless, infinite expansion of life, that oneness. And we call them enlightened ones. Well, those who are enlightened ones, what they've attained? What is their realization? Their simple realization is this, that life flows from inside out. So, it's something like the course in mindfulness is basically to first come to realize this basic foundational fundamental reality of our life, that the life force, the vital force, the energy, the consciousness is all sprouting forth like a fountain, and the mouth of the fountain is inside of us. It is right here. So, until and unless we first connect ourselves to that fountain, until and unless we can move inward and establish our connection and relationship to the life essence, to the mind essence, to our intuitive essence, to our wisdom essence, we will not be able to really feel life in its infinite expansion and beauty and joy. Because we don't get it. That's the reason we are so restless. Mind you, people may think that if they have this, they'll definitely have it tomorrow. But we know the experience of most people in the world, they just don't concur with this. They just don't go with this. And it's very simple. People may have a lot. People may amass, acquire, have, possess. But don't you think that, in spite of having everything, somewhere you feel that something is there you are missing. That inner peace, that inner harmony, that voice from inside telling you that you have no regrets in life, that you're living in a kind of a moment-to-moment happiness, where you are not so much being tortured by your past memories which has not been very pleasant, or you are not very worried and tense about what's going to happen tomorrow. When you are able to bring your mind to that present state, something emerges from inside. It's what is that? It's a simple feeling of a transcendence. Here you are not bound by your ego and the dictation of your ego. You are not bound by your habitual pattern, emotional patterns in which you feel at times imprisoned, caged. And you would never appreciate being imprisoned and caged, but you would always love to be free. And this freedom comes to us only through mindfulness, only through meditation, only through those practices by which we can surrender our ego to all the changing phenomenon of life and accept them as they are. That's very important. You need to accept it. Most people, what they do is they keep on resisting these changing things of life, which again bring to us pains, or at times pleasures. But we try to cling to our pleasures. We want to be averse to, we want to avoid pains, but still it keeps coming. And the more you resist, there's a law. That which you resist persists. Whatever you resist, the universe has its own design. It will persist, and you will feel at times very frustrated. But this frustration has its root cause to your simple misconception of the fact that by resisting you can change things to your expectations. That's not going to happen. Acceptance is very important. And this non-resistance is a very non-violent attitude to life. And this, in course of time, brings into our life the dimension of love, compassion, empathy, and a generosity, which is missing in today's humanity. We know that we have so much affluence all over the world, but not the affluence of love, not the affluence of compassion, not the affluence of generosity. There is so much hunger, there is so much pain, there is so much suffering in this world. So many people go to bed, small children all over the world, without food. There are so many people who are suffering with diseases, untreated, no medical attention, no medical care. And there are people who have so much abundance with them, so much excess with them, they don't know what to do with it, but they are not a happy lot. Happiness comes out of sharing. Happiness comes out of our empathy for those who are in sufferance. And out of it, what happens? We create a karma which in course of time starts to bear fruits of happiness and love. What we give to the world, it returns back to us. So that is the reason, whether it is the corporate people or it's the younger generation who are budding and dreaming for a world tomorrow, or for all the masses of people who are seekers and searchers of happiness, we all need mindfulness as a component, as a concept, as something of our daily bread, of our daily life, of our daily chores. Just bring that dimension to it so that we can live life inside out, so that we can allow the life to flow from inside. And then what happens is, the more we allow the life to flow from inside, then life flows. Less of efforts, less of struggles, less of anxieties, yet you have all that you need in life. You are happy, and when you are happy, you can make everybody happy. I'm sure you'll agree with this point of mine, that if you are happy inside, you can share happiness with others. If you have enough riches with you, you can be a charitable, benevolent, philanthropic person. First, have that inner peace once again rediscovered as something which you already have in your being, and allow that peace to be shared with all beings on earth. And then you will gradually grow into a state where you really feel that life is fulfilled.